Hey friends, welcome back to band practice. I'm Emma.
And I'm Madison, and today we're going to be doing our ins and outs lists for 2024. I've been seeing this all over TikTok. I saw it last year as well, but I feel like I've seen it like a ton this year. Everybody has their
Mhm.
ins and their outs, Instagram, TikTok, everything, and I think they're hilarious. Like some of them are so niche and specific,
Yeah.
and then some of them are just like facts, like that's true. So I did a little mix of both.
hmm Yeah, I tried to think of things that were maybe like a little bit more original, but then also
Mhm.
staying true to just like what is in and what is out.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. I love the like twist on it because ins and outs, I feel like I think of early 2000s like magazines like this is what's
Yeah,
in this season and this is what's out. But I just like I think we do this last year?
we did actually. This is
Okay,
our
okay,
first
okay.
repeat idea. We finally have come full
Fun.
circle about something. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if we did it or if we just like talked about it with each other or what, but I love making these lists because
hmm
they're fun.
Love a
We love a
list.
list.
We love a list. One thing about
What can we
us.
say?
What
What
can
can
I
I
say?
say?
Anyways, how's your first week for the new year been?
It's been good. It's been good. I've been sticking to, I think, most of my resolutions. I'm surprisingly still in my like new year energy. It's carried through the whole
Yeah.
week. And I know I sent it to you the other day. I ordered a planner for 2024 because I used to be a physical planner girly. I wasn't for the past couple years, but I just realized that like I unfortunately am not as organized or I don't have as good of a memory as I think I do. Like I give
Mm,
myself way too much credit. I actually need to write things down.
yeah.
So I ordered the cutest planner from Papier.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how do you say that brand, but
I thought you were gonna say
PAP
pee-pee. I was like, "Whoa."
from PP guys. It's the hot new planner company. No, Papier. I don't know how else you could say it.
Yeah.
Papier.
Sh
Papier, I think. They have really cute like prints. I think that's where my mom gets her planners. And it comes tomorrow. And I'm so
Oh,
excited. I know
wow.
I didn't plan ahead and like order it before the new year because I just had this idea once the new year started.
Yeah.
And their shipping takes surprisingly long. I feel like I'm so used to things coming within like 1 to 4 business days that this took 7 days, and I'm like, whoa, wow. Like, I is it coming on a horse? Like, I don't
It's slow.
know.
She said, "I am slow consumption, like, that's my lifestyle."
It came via carrier pigeon. Like,
Yeah.
I can't wait for my new planner. No, but I'm just so excited to like plan. I want to plan like my whole month at the start of the month. I used to do it on my iPad, but then I'd just like forget about it. I'm just like still, I'm so excited about the new year still. That's my vibe this week.
I love that.
Thank
That's
you.
so
Thank
exciting.
you.
I'm like, "Dang, I know we just talked about our goals, but I already forgot mine." Let me take a look. No, I think I have too, actually. I've taken my supplements every day. I
Mm.
have, my pill organizer for the week. I've completed my first full week.
Wow.
Slay.
That's big.
It is big. I did go to yoga. Oh, I've been doing low spend up until I move, and I've been doing pretty well with that. Although I'm like I'm keeping track of how much I spend every day, and for, like, the first week of January, I still spent over $400,
Wow.
and I didn't even shop, but then I remembered I spent 130 of that on my yoga class pack, so
Mm.
I suppose, it'll even out along the weeks, but why is life so darn expensive?
I know. I was gonna say, I feel like it does even out over the weeks though, because I
Mhm.
remember some weeks, like, if you buy groceries, gas, and like household essentials, it's like that's literally like $300
Yeah,
or like a couple hundred, you know? But then the next week, like, you might not need all of that stuff. You might
exactly.
just need groceries, and then it's like, however much your groceries are.
Mhm.
But it is hard when it's like you didn't even buy anything fun per se.
Mhm.
I mean, yoga's fun, but you know what I mean? Like you didn't like
Yeah,
spoil yourself and you're like, "Oh, I still spent a lot of money." So,
yeah.
awesome.
It's difficult, but I mean, imagine what it would have been if I had splurged on myself, so that's what I
That's
have
the
to remember.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been having a really good first week of the new year. New year, new
Boyfriend.
relationship. Guys, I have a boyfriend. I officially have a boyfriend. That's all I can say. But yeah, very exciting stuff. Hey.
Hey, we know you're listening. He's a fan. No, I mean, I have been plotting and scheming this for months behind the scenes, you guys. I tried to set them up and like it's hard to do so from a state over. So I'm excited to see my creation in person. We're all going to hang out this weekend when I'm in town. It's just weird.
I know.
But I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just is funny. I've never set people up before, but like in my head, you guys are so separate because it's like that's Emma and that's so and so. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
you guys like don't cross over in my head, and now you do. It's like a crossover, like Nickelodeon episode. I'm like, you guys hang out all the time. Like it's just so weird to me,
Yeah.
and it worked out so well. It's really gone so perfectly.
I know. And like the last time you visited us was when you introduced us. So you've gotten to skip the talking stage and you get to
Yes,
see it live in action. Can't
I
wait.
can't wait. Ugh, so fun.
Yeah.
Literally new year, new boyfriend. That's crazy.
Yep. That's it on that, I guess. So what are you drinking? What's your drink of the day?
Well, I just got home from work, as you can see in the background, or maybe you can't see it. It always crops it on YouTube. But
Yeah.
it's nighttime. So I was thinking, oh, also it snowed today. Crazy.
Mm.
So I made a hot chocolate in
Oh,
a cute little
fun.
mug, and I used like one of those hot cocoa bomb things, like the
Mm-hmm.
ball that you pour milk over. Delicious, but always so anticlimactic. I don't know what I'm expecting every time. I think it's going to be like a Lush bath bomb, like woo in your face. It's like never breaks when I pour the milk over. So I like tried to take a video of making it before this, and I'm like, delete it immediately.
Did
Like
nothing.
nothing happened.
That's so funny.
But it is really good. It
I
had
love
little
that.
marshmallows in it too that popped out.
I haven't had hot chocolate in a while. Maybe I should
Mm.
make some tonight. That sounds yummy.
Yeah, so fun. What are
I
you drinking?
we're recording right after work, so I literally just came from the office and I have my leftover soda, Coke Zero. And then I do also have my Stanley full of lemonade Mio water, and I have a cute little straw
Cute.
topper. It's a strawberry. It's so cute. But I'm honestly so dehydrated today, so yeah. Oh, a funny story about another drink I had today,
I was gonna
which
say you have to tell them.
I know, no, like it's embarrassing. So my work recently got these new coffee machines. It's like the fancy machine touch screens where you can like choose what drink it'll make. And I haven't really figured it out yet. I think I've used it once before. I don't even know what I got. But today, I was like, after lunch, I was like, I could use a little pick me up. I'm gonna get a coffee. So I hit vanilla because it said like vanilla and then vanilla coffee. And so in my mind, it was like, and now I understand. Like I understand I'm an idiot. But I thought it was like a vanilla latte or just like vanilla drip coffee. That's what I
Mhm.
thought in my head. So I hit vanilla and it makes it. And it's like kind of brown. So I was like, perfect. I tasted it. I'll kid you not, I was like, this is the best coffee I've ever had in my life. Like, this is so fucking good. I'm like halfway through it and I'm like, I don't actually taste any coffee. And I realized, like, no, babe, that was steamed vanilla milk. You can choose the vanilla flavoring and then you have to add the shot to it, babe. You're an idiot. I was like, no, this is delicious and I'm getting this every morning. And then it finally hit me. I was like, you didn't actually add any coffee to it. So
It's so funny that you were like, this is the best coffee
no,
I've
I was
ever
like,
had. It's because it
and this
has
is
no
free?
coffee.
Like, babe, I'm coming to the office every day.
I was just picturing, Emma texted me that earlier, and I was picturing you going around the office like with your coffee and being like, have you guys had the vanilla coffee? It's so good. Then people get it, they're like, it's milk. Like, what are you talking about? No. But I remember when I was little, my mom would get me vanilla steamers, they called them at Starbucks, just like because I wanted a coffee too, but I was
Mhm.
too little to have coffee. Delicious. I like still remember the taste. Vanilla milk, like nothing could be bad.
No,
So
I'm
I get
not
it.
really ashamed. I
No.
wouldn't necessarily get it again on purpose, but it was delicious.
If your finger accidentally slips to the
Yeah,
vanilla
and
button.
so be it.
Ah, it's so good.
Yeah.
But that's fun that you have those machines now.
Yeah.
Fun little
It's the
new
little
beverage
things in the corporate
unlocked.
world.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess we should get into it. We've already yapped for 15 minutes.
We sure did.
Okay, yeah, should we start I was going to say, should we start negative? Should we start positive?
Ooh, actually, let's start negative.
Okay, I love that.
Let's do outs. Yeah.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Just because I'm ready to talk about this.
Mhm.
My first out is really long morning routines.
Mhm.
And I love a morning to myself, like a morning moment, a cute aesthetic routine. But I just am so sick and tired of seeing like TikToks of girls. Like by the time you're done with your morning routine, it's the afternoon. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
it's too much. And it's actually never anything productive. I think I just something clicked in my mind where I'm like, you have this long checklist and you're checking all this stuff off in the morning and it's actually not getting you anywhere. Like
Yeah.
none of it is actually productive, but you feel really productive because you're checking stuff off. But it's like checking drink lemon water off of your morning routine is actually doing nothing for you.
That's
It's
crazy.
just
Yeah.
actually a waste of time and like delays the start of your day so much. Which I guess if you're, I don't know, if you have more energy in the afternoon or something, it might work for you. But like, I'm just sick of it. Like, let's have like 2 to 3 morning rituals and get
Mhm.
on with it.
I feel like it's the influencers with very free and flexible lifestyles that like preach these like very intense and long morning routines, and then it just makes us regular folk feel like we're underproductive because actually we just don't have the time.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have too much to do. I don't have time to ice roll every single morning. Sorry.
Right. I love seeing too, which I'm probably guilty of this as well. Like if you write down to-do lists in the morning and then you like include it in your vlog, if you pause it, it's always like the most ridiculous shit you've ever seen. Like it literally will be like ice roll, check. Lemon water,
Please check.
check. Skincare routine, check. And it's like, okay, yeah, those are actually just things you do to like take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Don't give yourself a golden medal for it. Like let's get on with the actual bulk of our day, you know?
Yeah.
But it's become so irritating to me.
I'm on the same wavelength as you on that. I agree.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
My first out is drinking alcohol. Just not into it anymore. I don't maybe one drink once a week socially if I'm also not the one paying for it, but
Mhm.
I'm just like not enjoying drinking lately. I'm not enjoying paying for it, ordering it. I just I'll be everyone's DD from now on. Like I'm just not really into it anymore. So yeah.
Especially because I feel like it makes you feel sick. Like
Yeah.
we had a couple of drinks in Breckenridge and Emma woke up and texted me. She's like, "How are you feeling?" I'm like, "Good." And how are you feeling? She's like, "This is not fair." Like I feel sick
Literally.
after literally like 2 drinks. Like you weren't like sick, like hungover. It just like makes you not
Like
feel
I'm
good.
gently at. And then I also realized that it's probably I'm probably just having very negative reactions to it combining with my Lexapro. Never thought about
Mhm.
that. Never
Makes
crossed my
sense.
mind. Turns out you're not supposed to mix the two. It's crazy.
I feel like your doctor should have given you like a disclaimer or
Maybe
something
she
about that.
did, and I was like,
Oh,
whatever.
maybe. You're like, "Oh, it's
But it
not
was a few
that
years ago.
serious."
Can't remember, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. I always feel I don't really know where I stand on the topic because like I'm like, "Oh, I drink, like I'll have a
Mhm.
drink," but I literally will just have like a drink.
Yeah.
So I feel like to other people I'm like practically sober. You know what I
Right.
mean? But
I
then
don't
to
wanna
me I'm
limit
like,
myself to be sober, but, like, I basically probably will end up being.
yeah. Okay, my next out, I put this for you, and I don't know how much you want to talk about it, but I put out talking stages, like really long talking stages. If any
Mm,
of my friends are in talking stages, I'm just like peeved immediately. I'm annoyed. I'm like, and like, stand up. Like, why
yeah.
are you not a girlfriend? I just feel like at the beginning of relationships, there's often like miscommunications. Like, are we talking? Are we exclusive
Mm,
to other people? Are we gonna date? Like, and so when my friends are in that position, I'm just like, I'm annoyed. Like either date them or don't. I don't care. But like a
yeah.
talking stage, we're 25. We're like we're grown. We're
Right.
late 20s. Like let's just date. Talking, I just can't do it anymore.
No, I agree. I think for me, I know almost immediately whether or not I would want to be in a relationship with someone, but I'll normally give it I'll give it, like, a month just to, like, make sure there aren't any red flags or things that I just didn't see at first. But then after that, yeah, just tie it down. I don't
Like
no
why
longer
not?
than that.
When I hear people Like my friends have been in talking stages for like 6 months. I'm like,
Oof, no, no, no.
this is not okay. Like you need an intervention. Just anyone I hear in a talking stage, it's out. It's out.
It's
It's
out.
out the window. I don't like
If
it.
it's longer than like, I'll give you 3 months, someone's not wanting to date the other person. And that's what I'm convinced of.
That's the thing. Like not that long ago, my friend called me. I won't name drop her, but she had been talking to this guy for I think like 2 or 3 months.
Mm.
And she was like, okay, I'm like at my wit's end. Like, I can't, like, I need to date this person or literally never talk to him again. Like, I can't do this anymore. She was like, and I talked to my other friend and I was like, should I ask him, what are we? Like, have that talk? And her other friend was like, no, give it like 6 months. And I was like, listen to me right now. You like, it's already been too long. Like,
Yeah.
give it a month or two. 6 months? Imagine being stuck in a talking stage for 6 months and then doesn't go anywhere. That'd be my final straw. And maybe people are different, but for me, it's either like absolutely yes or absolutely
Mhm.
no.
Yeah, with
So I
dating,
don't
I've always been
understand.
pretty black and white with that sort of thing.
I was just going to say, I don't understand the gray area. We're on
No,
the
I don't
same,
either.
like it's black or white, babe. It's not gray.
Mhm.
And let's just be honest about that.
The gray is fear of being alone.
Oh, wow. You just
Yeah.
dropped that.
Yeah,
Drop
and
that
let's
bomb.
remember that. Let's write everyone jot that one down.
Jot that one down. Get your notebooks open. Let's take some notes.
Okay, my next out is putting things on your credit card. And a disclaimer, this is if you're like in a current financial state where you can afford your basic necessities and everything. I'm talking like if you have to put your Sephora order or your Target purchases on your credit card, you can't afford it and you should just accept that.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to myself. So yeah, I'm gonna also I think credit is just baloney. I think it is fake and it is the dumbest thing that's ever happened, specifically to the United States with credit scores and everything. Yeah, practicing self-control with credit if you're in a position to, let's do that. Out, ranking up the credit card.
I agree. I've been following this girl's videos. She came up on my For
Yes,
You
I know
page.
exactly who you're talking about.
Yes. I've been following her for so long because she came up on my For You page and she had like 1,000 followers. Like I was literally like one of her OGs. Like I am
Love
obsessed
that.
with her. And then I just went back to her account the other day and checked and she has like 50,000 or something now. I'm like,
Mm,
oh, the people are catching on. But I literally don't remember her name, which is so awful. But you guys honestly have probably seen her on your
yeah.
For You page too because her videos get like millions of views. But she's currently paying off, I think, like $30,000 or something of credit card debt. And she's been very, very transparent about it.
Mm-hmm.
And recently she's been going through and comparing what she spent in a week last year when she was racking up the credit card debt to what she spends in that same exact week this year
Wow.
while she's paying it off. So like she'd do Christmas week last year compared to Christmas week this year. And it is crazy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and the sick part to me is that I see her week before and I'm like, oh, like she's not buying anything crazy. Like it's not that
Yeah.
bad, you know? But then all the little things add up so much.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like now I feel like we both are being intentional as well, but she's being really intentional and
Mm-hmm.
is like, this is groceries, this is
Yeah.
gas, this is well not rent because she had to move back in with her parents, but like, you know, these are basic necessities. Whereas last year it was like, oh, I got drinks out with friends, I went out to dinner, then the next day I got
Mm-hmm.
drinks and I got dinner. You know, it's like all the little stuff like that that adds up, and it's just crazy to see like that compared,
Totally.
which I love that concept. Like, oh, I just love her videos. She's so
Yeah.
good. I also put something similar, so I guess I'll just say it now. But my out is living above your means, which goes, you know, on the same
Mm-hmm.
page. But I was more so thinking like there's so many things that are so normalized that are actually just not realistic for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even I was texting Emma the other day, I got a facial and they had like a facial membership, which I honestly might still do. But but it's like all the things add up where I'm like, do I am I a person that needs to get a facial every month and also get my hair done like every
Mm-hmm.
other month and also get my nails done and
Right.
also like it's all these things that it's like are so normalized for people and are like necessities that you see online. People are like, oh, these are maintenance things that you need to pay
Right.
for. Whereas for, like you said, the regular average folk, It's actually not within your means. Like, that's ridiculous. So I feel like we just need to all, again, be brutally honest with ourselves and realize maybe you are not in the position to have a facial membership, babe.
Right. And that's okay. Life will
And
actually go on.
yes, I was gonna say, you like, there are certain things that I will pay for. Like
Right.
you said, you'll buy a package of yoga classes. I'll buy a Pilates membership, and maybe those things aren't necessarily within my means, but choose one or two. You
Exactly.
can't do them
Don't
all,
do
so
it
you just have to pick and choose your battles to like stay within a realistic boundary.
all. Changing topics. Out for me personally, self-tanning. I can't be bothered with it anymore. Like I haven't done it in ages. I've never really been super consistent with it, but every now and then, especially if I'd have like something fun coming up, I'd want to self-tan. I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
completely
me.
No, I completely agree. I never did self tan until like this past year. I did it like here and there.
Mhm.
Like you said, can't be bothered at the end of the day.
Mm-mm.
Like, and the people that I've seen people like make jokes on TikTok be like, I'd rather be orange and splotchy than like pale. Have you seen people say that? They're like, I'd rather have some streaks than be pale. Me personally, I can't do it. I
Mm-mm.
can't if it's a little bit streaky or something, I have to scrub it off. Like, so
Yeah.
then at the end of the day, it's not worth the time, the effort,
Mm-mm.
the smell, the stained
Oh,
sheets.
don't get me started. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. It's out.
No. It's not
Just
sustainable for me.
no, it's not a sustainable option. It's not within my means.
It's
Um
not.
but I have noticed more and more people like making pale kind of cool again.
I've noticed that too, which is such an odd concept.
Mhm.
Um, Something about that feels wrong, but yeah,
Can't
like
put my
let's just
finger on it.
embrace how we look naturally, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I was thinking of JC Smith. I remember she used to be like an avid
Oh
self
yeah.
tanner, and then she like, I don't know if she does it again, but for a while she stopped and she was like, I'm kind of just embracing like being a ghost and I like it. But also on her topic, she's pregnant. Did you see the announcement?
I did.
So
I'm
excited.
so
I'm so
This
happy for
means so
her.
much to us, everybody. Like this is the baby of the century. That's my niece. She doesn't know me. She'll never know me, but that's my niece.
Mhm.
I wish I could like
No.
send her baby gifts.
I know, like I will somehow find her address. No, I'm kidding. But oh my god, I'm just so happy for I'm sure a lot of you guys too follow the What We Said podcast because we talk about them all the time. But
Mhm.
she was vlogging her entire like IVF journey. And I know people who have done IVF, and so I kind of knew about it, but I didn't like realize how
Right.
much it was. Like I truly just respect it so much because like I know I personally would be a monster. Like if I had to give myself shots and stuff, like you would never hear the end of it. Like
Right.
I would not be okay. And she just really powered through all the ups and downs and like was so honest in her vlogs. And I just love her and I'm
I
so
know.
happy for her and Leif. They're the
Me
best. They're just
too.
so cute.
Love them.
And I know they've been trying for like years and years and years. So very happy for them.
Mhm.
Okay, my next out is people pleasing. I'm personally never really been a people pleaser, and it hurts me to see other people be people pleasers. Like,
Mm,
we just can't be doing that anymore. Like, if you're my friend, you know that I will just be like, I don't want to do that. Like, and I
it's
will
true.
call out of work and not feel bad about it. Like, I'm the type of person that will do that stuff. And I just feel like people pleasing, I see it time and time again with friends and family. It is so just like exhausting and draining and
Mhm.
damaging, but I do feel like it's the norm. Like vast majority of people I think are people pleasers. And
Yeah.
I just want to see everybody be a little more true to themselves, a little more maybe blunt perhaps, because I just think it'll be better for everyone in the long run. Like you don't have to please me and I'm not going to please you. We can just do our own thing.
I agree. I think I've got a bit of people pleasing in me. But 2024, we're gonna say no more.
Period.
Yeah, that's that. My next out, phone alarm clocks. Like we have got to stop waking up to these blaring noises. Like it's not cute. I literally have my hat and I still get lazy to press the button on the top to turn it on. Yep, it's true. It's true. I always set my phone alarm a little bit later just as a precaution, even though I've always woken up from my hatch. Um, but yeah, it's just we can't be disturbing our sleep like this any longer. I think it's also a thing of like grabbing our phone first thing in the morning. Like, I just don't want to do that. I'd rather have like a plain classic alarm clock than doing it from my phone. I don't know. And then you
Yeah,
have to like keep your phone right next to your bed, which just encourages the late night scrolling and everything. So let's exile the phone alarm clocks.
I agree. I don't use like I use a different app, but I still have been thinking
Yes,
about it
that's fair.
recently because like you said, I don't want to keep my phone. Like I would love to like
Mhm.
charge my phone in the kitchen at night
Yeah,
so I don't grab it. So I've been thinking about just getting like an alarm clock. Like
why
just
not?
alarm clock. Because I do think it's like just encouraging waking up looking at a screen first
Mhm.
thing in the morning. Like it is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. And maybe if that goes well, I'll splurge on the hatch because it does seem just so good and
You
healthy.
can have
Like
mine. I pulled a
why?
Madison. There's
You can have
something
it. Take
about
it.
Madison anytime she says she wants something, I'm like, I will order it for you right now. Like, and I'm gonna put it on my credit card
I'll go into debt for it. I
for
will.
you. Yeah.
For you. Would I buy it for me? No. But would
No,
I buy it for Emma? Immediately.
absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
add to cart. No questions asked. That's what we should just do when we want something. Just make the other person buy it. Because what are we gonna do? Say no?
Perfect. Exactly.
Okay, my last out is oddly niche aesthetics. This again, I've had it up to here, you guys. I've had it up to here. You can't see my hand, but it's all the way like by my forehead. I've had it up to here. I can't do one more oddly specific niche like aesthetic. It's
Mhm.
weird. It's gotten out of hand. I feel like back in the day, it was like, you know, like in the Tumblr days, it was like you had the different categories and maybe they were like a
Right.
little niche and specific. But now it's gotten to where like this isn't even necessarily our age demographic, but I just see it because I'm on TikTok all the time. But like, even down to like the clean girl aesthetic, I'm like, and what does that mean to you? Like, what are we
Mhm.
even talking about at this point? But then I see the really young people be like, vanilla girl, like
No,
strawberry milk girl. I'm like, what? Like, have we lost it? What are
we
we all
have.
talking about? Like, I just can't do it. And then imagine trying if you really truly believed like you were a vanilla girl. You know what I mean? Like, then you have to think about all your purchases and like center your life around being a vanilla girl. Like,
That's crazy.
if you like vanilla, me too, babe. Like, I like neutrals and I like vanilla scents, but you don't have to like fit within that box because
Mhm.
the box has gotten so small that it's just unrealistic to even fit yourself in. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. This reminded me, have you been seeing all of the like 12-year-olds in Sephora TikToks?
Yes.
It's crazy that middle schoolers have like so much drunk elephant in their skincare routines. I've literally never been able to like I can't buy their stuff. I can't
No,
afford it.
I've never had a drunk elephant product. Like, it's
Like it's
crazy.
crazy. What do they
I
call
just,
it? They're drunk like their smoothies. Have you heard that?
yes, the
Like
skincare smoothies.
what are we I mean, I kind of want in, but like I'm saying all of this out of jealousy, but it's just a little weird. All right, my last out, fast food. Now, it's not what you think. Okay. I'm a fast food lover, babe. I think about it all the time. I love to eat it. I don't feel shame about eating it. What I'm thinking is the inflation has just ruined fast food for me because why was my Taco Bell meal $17 the other day? Like,
Wow.
dollar menus don't even exist anymore. Nothing is like cheap. Like a fast food meal is over $10 most of the time now. And it's just like at that point I'm just going to go buy something better or just like cook something for myself at home. It's just like not worth it to me. So, yeah, on the bright side I've been eating less fast food because of that.
I don't really eat a ton of fast food, but even I have like it's undeniable. Like I've noticed. The other day I went and got Chick-fil-A for Ben and it was like $15 or something. I'm like, why wouldn't you just go get like you could go to a cute restaurant and get a meal for that?
Yeah,
Like why are we doing this?
exactly.
Now moving on to our ins, maybe we will be a little bit more cheery, a little bit more
Yeah.
pleasant now. Okay, my first in is not rotting this year because I've just realized like lately when I've been sitting on the couch scrolling on TikTok, I just think about like what people even like 30 years ago, like if they saw me doing this, they'd be so ashamed and embarrassed for me. And like that in itself just embarrasses me enough to stand up. Like
Mhm.
it's actually so humiliating for me to just sit there and scroll on TikTok. Like something about it just clicked in my head. I can't do it anymore. Like
Yeah.
I need to grow up and I need to be a little bit more disciplined and more productive because it's just actually not cute anymore and I'm not bringing it into 2024.
Mm-mm. I personally love to rot, but I think I need to like change kind of the scenario of the rotting. Like,
Mhm.
if I want to sit and lounge around all day, that's cute and cool, but you have to brush your hair, you have to change out of your pajamas, wash your face, brush your teeth, and make your bed. And then
Mhm.
from there, if you still want to do it, that's fine.
And I think I do respect like a once in a while full day morning to night rot.
Mhm.
Like cuz that is self-care at the end of the day. That's
Right.
like a reset, you know? And you really reap the benefits from like a full day of rest and relaxation. I feel like for me, like coming home from work every day or whatever and just not doing anything, it's like that's your whole life at that point. Like
Mhm.
you gotta change it up and stand up at some point. And that's where I'm at, that turning
I love
point.
that.
So I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what I do instead. We'll see.
Right. Stay
But
tuned.
yeah, stay tuned. Updates to come.
My first in is beauty related, and it is no foundation makeup routine. I have talked about this before. I just don't really like the way foundation sits on my skin. Wish I did. That would be nice. But I've just kind of accepted as well that, like, it's okay if not all of my acne or acne scars or whatever is like redness is like covered up. Like, it's okay if it shows through a tinted sunscreen, and I just feel like the finish looks so much nicer on my skin and just, like, sits nicer throughout the day, like, as the time goes on, it still like, it seeps into the skin fine. So, yeah, I've just been doing, like, a tinted sunscreen. If I'm feeling fun, I'll add, like, the e.l.f. I don't know what they call it, but it's the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter.
The Halo Glow,
Halo Glow,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, which adds some color, but not really coverage, but it adds just like a really pretty glow.
Mhm.
So I've been having fun kind of playing around with almost skincare based face products as opposed to like a coverage foundation.
Mhm. Emma got me the Tower 28 tinted sunscreen
Mm.
for Christmas. Been wearing it every day. Most days I also don't wear foundation because
Yeah.
I agree with you in that, like, to me, right now in my life, it's more important to have my overall skin look like good and not like cakey or like
Yeah.
the foundation is separating on my face rather than having everything be covered, even if it doesn't look that great if you look too close. Like,
Mhm.
you have to choose one or the other. And where I'm at right now, I'd rather just have some acne show through than
Feel
like
that?
having the makeup around my nose separate. Like I just can't do it
Yeah, I
anymore.
can't deal with it anymore. No.
No.
Also, it makes it more fun when you, like, really do a full face. There'd be those girls who, like, would go to prom and they looked the exact same because they did a full beat every day, which respect, but I wanna have, like, the major glow up on, like, my nights out.
Yes. Wow. I love that. That's a good way
Thank
to
you.
look at it.
Mhm.
Okay, my next in is the normalization of audio messages, which I feel like girly to girly, like a lot of girlies send audio messages,
Mhm.
but I'm just sick of not being able to send them to everyone. Like, you know, when you
Mm.
go to like, you're like, oh, I have to text this person. And then I'm like, oh, I'd so rather just send them an audio message. Like, it's so much more fun that way. But there is like still some stigma around it. And so I
Mm.
wouldn't audio message just anyone. Me and you, we audio message all day long.
Yeah.
But like, even if I were to like text my dad, I wouldn't send him an audio message because I think he'd be like, why'd you do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just really hoping that everybody comes to terms with the fact that this is the peak way of communication. I also think because I'm not a phone call person, I'm a text person. It's like
Mm.
my happy medium. I can
Yeah.
physically speak, but I don't have to be on the phone with you for too long.
Yes. You've sold me there. I also love audio messages, but really the only people I audio message with are you and, your mom, because your mom loves to voice message.
Loves
And I
it.
love it too. I love to get them.
She's the
So
blueprint of the audio message. Like,
she is.
if she can send an audio message, she will. And I love with her, she never does a retake. I don't even think she knows how to
Yeah.
restart it. Like, everything stays in the final cut. Like, nothing gets cut out.
Oh,
I
it's
love it.
true.
Like, she'll like start it, drop her phone, the dog will bark. She'll like step on her phone and be like, "Oops, sorry." Okay, so anyways,
She's too funny. My next in is creating shopping wish lists versus just buying things in the moment as you see them. Because, I mean, man, we're just like really nailing this point into the ground, but we're just trying to like limit our consumption and like actually think through our purchases. Not only is it like a financial move, but also just something about your brain chemistry of just constantly allowing yourself to fall into the instant gratification of things. Like it just can't be good for humanity as a whole. So yeah, and it's kind of fun, to make a wish list, to make a Pinterest wish list or a wish list on your Amazon. And then at the end of the week with like whatever money you have left over from budgeting or whatever, you can like take a look at your list and see what you maybe want to buy, or maybe you want to like keep saving for a specific item. I don't know. I think the world is, and maybe a recession is coming and that's why we're all thinking this way, but we got to be smarter.
I think you might be onto something there. I also think I've noticed, because I started doing this, like, I feel like when I started doing low spend, I also feel like I end up with better stuff, because say I want
Mm,
like socks. This is a random example, but if you just like think, "Oh, I want socks," and then you buy the first socks you see, it's like not that fun. But then if you think, "Oh, I need socks. Oh, I'm going to look for socks that like are really cute, or like socks that I would
mhm.
really like." And then you end up with like your favorite pair of socks. And
Yeah,
it just is so much more rewarding to like buy it after you really put thought into it. Just makes it more fun at the end of the day.
I love it. No, that's so true. You end up having like higher quality things and things that you like genuinely love and care about.
Okay, my next in is talking to strangers, which is very unexpected. But I don't know what's gotten into me lately, but I have been a little chatty Cathy. Like, I will like talk to the person next to me at Pilates, or like I'll like strike up a conversation with the cashier. Like, I don't know what has gotten into me, but maybe it's because I don't have that many friends. I'm just like really searching for
Just
conversation with
craving.
anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, I never would, like, compliment, like, if I thought, like, "Oh, her bag is cute," I just wouldn't really say it because I'm, like, very shy, you know? But
Mhm.
lately, I've just been like, "Oh my god, your bag is so cute," and then I'm like, "Where did you get it?" And then it turns into a whole conversation, and it's just so fun. Like,
I
I don't
love
know, it's
that.
just my new socialization era. It's been fun.
Beautiful, magnetic of you.
Yes, exactly, you get it.
Mhm. I'm a firm believer, if you think a compliment of a stranger in your head, you should tell them out loud.
Yeah.
Sometimes I chicken out because I just get scared and nervous, but it's only gonna make their day, and it'll make you feel good too.
And it's like the phenomenon of girls being like, "Oh my god, I got it on sale." Like,
Yeah.
there's always something to say when somebody's like, "I like your
Mhm.
nail color." You're like, "Oh my gosh, I just went to this new nail salon." Like,
Yeah.
people just love to, once you give them a little compliment, they just love to start yapping about it. And
Mhm.
I like it because I also love to yap.
Yep. A fellow yapper. All right, my next in is always going to local coffee shops. Ever since the Starbucks boycott, I have been trying so many different local coffee shops, and I love them so much more. Like, I don't want a Starbucks, I don't want a Dunkin'. Most of the time, I don't even want a Dutch. Like, I want to try the cute little local coffee shops, support local businesses, and I don't know, there's something just like really fun about it. And honestly, normally, like, the coffee and the food is better anyways.
I feel like it also goes along with like us being more intentional lately, because I feel like if I go out of my way to find a coffee shop, and like I'll like even look at the menu before and be like, what are their seasonal
Mhm.
syrups? Like, what are their
Yeah.
pastries? And then I go there and I try it, and it's like a whole experience. Whereas like, not, I don't go to Starbucks anymore, but in the past when I've gone to Starbucks, it's more so just like muscle memory, go through the drive-through and like
Mhm.
order something, and it's mediocre, and then you're like, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
It's not like an experience that adds to your day. Okay, my next one is finding middle ground, which I know earlier we said we are black and white and we don't understand the gray area. So this
Listen.
this applies to everything other than the talking stage.
Okay.
But I feel like people, especially online, it's just always so intense. So, like,
Mm,
yes or no, black or white, this is terrible. It's going to kill you. This is going to make you live until you're 100. You know what I mean?
right.
I feel like, especially, I'm thinking of this from like a health and wellness standpoint because I do consume a lot of health and wellness content. And I feel like it's just all about balance, baby. It's about the
Yeah,
middle ground. Like, it's really never that deep. It's never that serious. If you eat seed oil, like here and there, it's not going to kill you. But then you
right.
could find information online that will tell you it's literally going to give you cancer. So, like, there's really just no winning with the black and white. You just have to kind of accept that things are going to happen as they happen. Some things are going
Mhm.
to, maybe they're not the best for you, but they're also not the worst for you. And I don't know, I feel like I kind of fall into that mindset sometimes of being like all good or all bad. And it's just not cute. Once again,
No.
can't do it anymore.
That's real. Yeah, especially with like the all good, all bad. It's very stressful and we're never going to be able to like do enough or like follow certain things enough for other people. So like all we can do is do our best, really.
It's also like things always contradict themselves. Like, I'm thinking
Mhm.
of workouts. I remember like a couple years ago, people were like, high intensity workouts, like you need to be like lifting weights, going to hit classes, like running. And now people are like, that is raising your cortisol. And like that, as women, it's not good for you. You need to be doing
Mhm.
Pilates and yoga and blah, 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 and walking 12 through 30. And then like people are gonna be like, wow, that's actually in 2 years, they're gonna be like, that's actually really bad for you. Like Pilates weakens your muscle. Like, it just never
There's always going to
ends.
be something. Yeah.
Yeah. So just dabble here and there in different things. Do what you want to do. But just know nothing is like the end of the world at the end of the day. It's all just a bunch of hoopla that these people are
Yeah.
spewing. So don't fall into it.
Just a bunch of hocus pocus, really.
Hocus pocus, actually.
All right, my next in is natural nail manicures. One, cheaper. Two, I just like the look better on myself personally. Like I just love the look of a natural short nail. I think it gives. And I also have been getting them done like at a nail salon. Like I used to do my own gel manicures, but like it just never looked that good and it wouldn't stay on that long. So I've just started getting gel manicures at the nail salon and it's honestly not that expensive. It's like 30 bucks. And I don't know. It's just like my one maintenance thing that I've been doing and sticking to, and my life experience has improved since getting manicures. So
I love that. I've just been, my nails are just my nails with the nail
mhm,
like strengthener, like top coat on.
yeah,
And I really haven't been able to do much more than that. Like, I just actually can't be bothered anymore with the gel X, the
mhm,
acrylics, the anything. But I
mhm,
have been thinking about starting to go to salons to get just gel manicures, like you said, because I feel like it does improve like the health of your nail. Like, it's actually
yeah,
doing you good and it looks good. So I love
yeah.
that. And I love, you always do like a very natural, just like color. It's just always
Thank
so
you.
you. You've really found your like nail style.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah, I
welcome.
kind of have my typicals that I test out. I keep it in like the neutral pinks or red. That's kind of my vibe. But man, maybe we're getting old.
I
We don't
know.
want like long nail designs.
Mm-hmm.
It's concerning.
It's growing up. But I
Yep.
also feel like the trends have changed. Like even
Trends
the
are
youngins are
changing.
like
Yeah.
clean girl, one coat of bubble
Mhm.
bath,
I was literally gonna say,
OPI.
"Okay, bubble bath, please.
Maybe
Ombre, please.
a little funny
Shut
bunny.
up." No, and I do want to try it, so
Yeah. Okay. My last in is being a fan. I love being a
sla
fan. It's like in my blood. It's who I am.
mhm,
It's in my DNA. I just love being a fan of people, my friends, even like there's are other YouTubers and podcasters that I will openly just be a fan of. I
mhm,
love like keeping up with people, knowing maybe a little too much about their life, just who I am. And it also carries into like I said, friends. Like I'm
mhm.
I'm a big fan of you. Like if you post a
Yeah,
TikTok, I'll be the first one to watch
I'm
it.
your biggest fan, yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And I think some people are really embarrassed by that and don't really embrace it or feel like it's like cringy to be a fan of
Right.
something. And I don't want any of that energy in my 2024. I just think we should all be more open about being fans at heart.
I feel this particularly when like an influencer or a podcast I really like does like merch, and I'm like, dang, that merch is actually really cute. But then I like chicken out of buying it because I like feel embarrassed
Mm-hmm.
to like own merch for someone or something. But like if it's cute, it's cute. And if I like them, I like them. Like it doesn't need to be like no one actually cares.
Yeah. No, that's such a good point because I feel like, yeah, that takes it to the next level where you're like openly being a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I paid money for this.
Yeah.
Or even like going to shows, like, I feel like people are embarrassed to go to like like podcast tours because it's
Yeah.
like, oh, they're a podcaster. Like, I'm not gonna pay to see them. I'm like, and I will. I'll be the first in
Mm-hmm.
line. Like, I'd love to. I don't know,
Exactly.
but yeah.
My last in is cooking. Listen, I've rediscovered it. It's actually really fun. It's actually so fun to like cook and it turns out good.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'm really in my cooking era. Obviously, I've been in my baking era as well. I bake cookies all the time. And I'm feeling I'm meant to be in the kitchen. I think I have a talent. I think I do. And I do belong there.
You said misogyny. It has a point. I do belong in the
And they ate with
kitchen.
that one. I do think I personally belong in the kitchen. No, it's just been fun to like try new recipes, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm back in my cooking era, and I just want to be better about cooking and eating at home. This is the
Mhm.
year of eating out less, ordering food less drive through, more chefing it up.
I agree. I feel like I cook decently. Like, I don't really eat out that much. I pretty much always cook,
Mm,
but I haven't been feeling very like inspired by cooking.
right.
Like, I don't like seek out new recipes and like try new things. So I think I should be in like my chef era as well, where like I actually make new things and like try new recipes. It just makes it so much more fun.
It is really fun. And I feel like cooking is easier to do than baking, for sure. Baking,
Mhm.
it's kind of an exact science, but cooking, you can really make things your own. And like, as long as you're not like, I don't know, burning something or over salting, like, you really can't screw it up.
I get so irritated when people say they don't know how to cook because what do you mean you don't know how to cook? Like,
It's like,
you can't
how do
follow
you not know how to follow
instructions.
instructions?
Is
Yes.
actually not like a like, obviously being a chef is like a skill, but
Hmm.
cooking basic things, like, I'm not asking you to make up a recipe. I'm asking you to
Right.
follow a
To
recipe,
follow a recipe.
which is an elementary school skill. Like, read it and then do it. I actually don't understand.
Oh, I know. And it's so funny when men are like super impressed by something you made. And I'll let them think that, but it's like I read line by line what to do. Like,
Yeah,
I
like,
don't know what to say.
it's like when you're in like a fifth grade class and you get a set of instructions and you have
A
to
science
just,
experiment. Yeah.
yeah, quite literally do the steps that you read. It's crazy. But that's
Yeah.
also kind of encouraging because like it's
Hmm.
actually not that hard.
No.
Just look something up and then follow the instructions and you can make anything at your
Hmm.
house. It's so fun.
That is it for our ins and outs. I hope you
That is
all
all.
enjoyed this. As usual, we'll have some sort of like interactive Instagram story going along with the episode, maybe asking you what your ins and your outs are for the week, or sorry, for the year. Um, and yeah, we love chit chatting with y'all. I feel like we're all always kind of on the same wavelength. So
Mhm.
that's always fun.
Yes, definitely. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you had a great week. First week of 2024.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Leave a rating and review, leave a comment on YouTube, whatever you want to do. And make sure to keep up on our socials. We'll have them all linked in the show notes. You can follow us individually or our band practice accounts. And that's all. Thank you guys so much for listening. We love you, and we'll
Love
see you
you.
next week.
Bye.
Bye. Mwah.